Regarding Tesla shares, some individuals are optimistic, while others are not so much. Ignore the doubters. Pay attention to those who are in the trenches with you. Ted donated Elon to the people who worked at the company every day, keeping it running like a well-oiled EV machine. Don't disregard this information. Despite the company's share of difficulties and losses over the past few months, Joe Justice, a former employee who saw Tesla's extraordinarily high efficiency, stated that you should continue to be bullish on Tesla. According to this man, the business is doing well and will grow into the game-changing enterprise that it was always destined to be. In a recent interview, Joe Justice, the founder and CEO of Wikispeed, made a number of forecasts, one of which was that the price of a share of Tesla stock may eventually reach $1 million. From Tesla's worldwide headquarters in Fremont, California, Joe Justice oversaw Agile. Joe's primary source of revenue is consulting on agile hardware and corporate reorganization, which he does to help multinational corporations improve their return on capital. In addition, he has given talks at TED.com and served as a guest lecturer at two esteemed universities, Oxford University and MIT. Stakeholders and the development team must always communicate in the Tesla secret process, especially after each team has completed a first cycle of work together. It will not be a linear process. Rather, it will alternate between the several production stages, starting with planning, going through execution, and ending with evaluation. According to a former Tesla employee, the company and its employees want to have walk-up to-do lists where they can just walk up and complete tasks. The list should include all the tasks that need to be completed so that the employee can automatically comprehend the procedure involved. Agile, according to Joe Justice, is the shortest responsible iteration cycle. It consists of one iteration followed by a reevaluation of the plan for the next week. The walk-up approach looks to be the most logical and clever one because all it takes to understand it is a 5-minute walk-up. You can see how much of an impact they can have by imagining the time you could save by employing this approach rather than scheduling drawn-out sessions. This process keeps everything organized, guarantees high output, and keeps an eye on whether or not everyone is following the company's rules and directives. Teams that have self-organized can undertake any tests that need to be done. By all means, machine learning is a viable alternative to artificial intelligence. According to Joe Justice, the company's contributions are assessed by a computerized process that makes a lot of sense because it removes unnecessary information and highlights the most important details, boosting morale and productivity at work. Due to Tesla's lack of thorough testing in traditional manufacturing, workers can access the entire testing suite for each car as soon as they enter the manufacturing mode, according to Justice. He also stated that people can make adjustments and innovations because each car will still go through automated testing. Even though this automated testing suite is only used once per 1,000 vehicles, and complete testing takes place following the model's annual design, it still needs to meet a number of extremely strict requirements. The completely automated testing will validate the construction quality, guaranteeing that it consistently maintains its top-notch quality. Additionally, they will examine whether Tesla is prepared to try it out with the chassis and other car components. But because of the production process, which prioritizes its workers more, this differs from car to car. Due to its increased adaptability, Tesla is now able to deliver higher quality results in shorter amounts of time. Despite a common misconception to the contrary, the public was misled into believing that the secondary market was as passionate about the stock as the primary market was, with concerns regarding Tesla's long-term viability stemming from the company's limited operating history and high-volume losses. Tesla Motors Incorporated made its debut on the Nasdaq stock market in June 2010, alongside the company's massive offering, valued at $2 billion. However, on the first day of trading, the stock price rose by nearly 40%. Closing up 23.89%. Financial limitations, customer demand volatility, and excessive expenses were other factors. However, there were still causes for concern, including rivalry from well-established automakers and developments in battery technology. However, in comparison to its sector, Tesla's $895 billion market capitalization is a substantial growth. Considering Tesla's standing as a top technology company and its implementation of the Agile technique, this is not shocking. Joe Justice disclosed that Tesla maintains a positive work environment and elucidated that the company's amazing success can be attributed to its 12-hour work shifts and its employees' respect for one another. According to Joe Justice, they also have remarkably flexible teams and are continuously learning from one another in a setting where their job and the goals that go along with it can vary significantly hour by hour. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, has stated that he plans to switch factories every 2 years in order to increase productivity by 10 times within a decade. If this plan works, the company will have achieved its goal by 2030 based on the company's internal corporate agility, aggressive swapping ability, and capacity to combat fires with precision. It is a good thing that Musk doesn't care if you graduated from high school or not, as it shows that Musk recognizes that there is always a strong commercial rationale for dismissing it. After all, humans are incredibly potent creatures. Although the quality of each component made by the dozens of Tesla production calls is sufficient, the company is continuously testing, learning, and improving upon each cell's quality and output to create an even better product. Although Tesla stock is currently declining, the company is constantly introducing new technologies, such as gig presses for dry cell batteries and new alloys, to allow for significant factory production improvements and speed improvements that portend well for a bright future for the company. Jeremy Bauman claims that there is a divergence of opinion between bulls and bearish in the Tesla market. In the market for electric vehicles, Tesla continues to lead the competition by a wide margin. Although pure-play EV companies like Rivian and Lucid Group, as well as established competitors, will pose a growing threat to Tesla, it will take some time for those businesses to increase production. So, in the first 3 quarters of 2022, Tesla should maintain its position as the market leader for EVs. Out of the 525,000 electric vehicles registered in the United States, 65 were Teslas. This number is anticipated to increase in the coming years in comparison to its competitors. Apart from the company's high profit margins and demonstrated ability to execute, investors should feel reassured by the fact that Tesla is still light years ahead of the competition. The Model Y and Model 3 were the best-selling electric vehicles in Europe through the end of October of last year, and the brand is still well known in China, the largest EV market. With an operating margin of 17.2% in the third quarter and ambitions to raise yearly output by 50% over the next few years, investors may expect the company to continue growing in revenue and earnings. Park, however, bases his argument for Tesla on the company's high valuation in contrast to rival General Motors. For Tesla stock to justify its meager 0.9 multiple, it must trade at a substantially higher price. Ford and Toyota are 2 long-standing automakers that produce both gas and electric-powered vehicles. But Tesla Motors stands apart since it exclusively offers electric cars for sale. Even experts are uncertain about Tesla's future, so what do you think will happen to the company? Tell us in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.